Genki Call here with the Archmagus class trial for October 28th, 2021. I have, well, basically I have two teams with you. Each of them has a variation depending on whether or not you have the weapon. So each of them will be shown with Mountain Crusher and then with the weapon that I would recommend that you use if you have it. So we're going to start off with the no legendary team, and that is this one. So we've got the Mountain Crusher here, of course, for mana generation. We've got the Grimcorn that's going to do damage to an enemy, and if they're cursed, deal double damage, then curse them. We've got Princess Elspeth, which may seem like an odd choice, but she's fully empowered. She will start mana with, she will start the battle with full mana, and you can immediately cast. She's going to create mana for your team, and she's going to kill whomever you want. For the teams that I'm showing you, I'm planning to just kill Princess Elspeth because I think she's a useless, trashy character, and I don't like her. And then we've got, now on the summons, it could be any knight. It's not going to be restricted to Silverglade. It could be the Champion of Guard. It could be any knight, including Mythics. And then the Wisp is here, and it will remove any positive status effects that the enemies have. It'll charm a random enemy, which is, at some point it becomes useless. But it also jumbles the board and gives you an extra turn. So even if you only have one enemy left on the board, it's still useful because you may get some extra mana out of it. You might get a skull match. So actually pretty useful. And it starts with 75% mana, which is always nice. So let me show you how this works. I have already finished the first 3 tiers, as always. And before we go in, let me tell you what we've got in the shop here. I'd never buy anything here in the class trial. Everything you get here is free just for playing the games. Well, I shouldn't say that. The class experience and the class weapon are free. Just for playing the game. They're all things that you'll get just for playing the game. And the Reflection of Good is a very good weapon. I really enjoy this one, and I will show you the upgrades on that. Give me just a second here. Edit teams. Reflection of Good. So it grants all status effects to an ally, then explodes a bunch of gems to get your whole team some mana. And you can choose... generally you want to cast on the first slot because you're going to get a barrier, you're going to get enchant. However, you can cast it on whoever you want. If you need purple or red mana, you cast on Wisp. And also, if you've got a Mythic, it can help you get mana faster for that Mythic because it's going to be enchanted. So, the upgrades are Life, Armor, Magic, Life, Magic, gain 4 life, drain 3 mana from the first enemy, give 1 mana to all allies, silence the first enemy, which is fantastic and very helpful, and then give all allies 2 life. So let me get into this and we'll start working on this. Now remember, all you have to do is get 250 wins or 250 class experience to get the Reflection of Good with Archmagus. I'm sorry if I'm not making sense tonight. I'm a little tired tonight. Oh no, not the T word again. I gotta stop using that. I'm sorry. Alright, let's go in here. I'll show you how this works. So immediately I'm going to, well, I gotta take the match force first. I may not even need to cast. Hold on. So this is the less efficient team to use because you have to kill them all individually, which, kind of sucks. But I'll show you the more efficient version in a moment. So I'm going to have Elspeth kill herself, get lots of mana. She's going to give either yellow or blue because those are her colors. We'll do this, and we'll use the Wisp here. And you see that? The charm just took out these 2 enemies, so yay! That was really very nice. We'll do this, and we'll just keep on moving. Get this guy here. All right. So that is the less efficient of the teams. To have a more efficient team, what I recommend is that you have a weapon here that's going to do damage to all enemies. Now, this is the low rarity version of what I'm going to show you tonight. If you have Vanya, that's going to be better, but this is for people that don't have Vanya. She's the only troop that can do damage to all enemies except for Enchantress. So you could always grab Enchantress and put it right here. That would actually probably be better to use the Enchantress because she does do damage to all enemies and she does enchant a random ally. So keep in mind you might want to replace Grimcorn with Enchantress. But let me show you the next team. It's almost the same. We're going to keep everything the way it was, but instead of Mountain Crusher, we're going to use Dancing Daggers. That is the class weapon for Drifting Sands class, which is Dervish. And it does damage to all enemies. Any weapon you can get in here that does damage to all enemies is going to be great. So I would recommend either Dancing Daggers or Orb of Winter because I'm going to remove Princess Elspeth immediately, and that will give me yellow or blue, which is going to either feed my Dancing Daggers or it's going to feed the Grimcorn. And who knows what troop she'll summon in here, so in we go for another battle. Okay, Elspeth needs to go. Got lots of blue. Unfortunately, I didn't get a match for her immediately. So, let's see. Who's most dangerous? Corvash is most dangerous because he does true damage. And he stuns, which is never fun. Let's see. Really like some yellow. If you have Orb of Winter and you don't have Dancing Daggers, you could throw this in here. And you could always throw in 2 Elspeths, or you could even throw in 3 Elspeths on this team. And just summon in a whole bunch of different stuff and feed your hero. Well, anyway, you'll get lots of blue or yellow or both. Lots of it. So I'm going to do that. I've got a match 4, yay! And we'll do this. And that. Dum, da, da. Take her out. I'm just not getting the mana I was hoping for, which is unfortunate, but that is the way it works sometimes. I'm using Archmagus. I should have gotten 50% starting mana, I'm sure of it. Yeah, I should have started with 50% mana. I wonder why I didn't. Okay. I'm sure I didn't cast. Purple. Sure, we'll do that. I'd rather have some yellow, but... I really wanted to cast with Dancing Daggers so I can show you what it does, darn it. Fine. So, here's what I was talking about. The Wisp can't really... Charming is going to do nothing because there's only one troop here, but there is a possibility of getting a match 4 out of it or a match with skulls. I didn't get either this time, but I could have. Often you do. This time I didn't, so I'm going to use this team one more time to show you... Should I use it one more time? No, I still have 2 teams to show you. Alright, yeah, we'll go ahead and switch it out now. Manage, paste, we've got Mountain Crusher in case you don't have a weapon that can do damage to all enemies. And we've got Vanya, who is the only troop besides Enchantress that can do damage to all enemies. And she's a summoner, which is fantastic, of course, but I really like Vanya. You can get her in Silver Necropolis in the Underworld with your Chaos Shards. She is the legendary there, so hopefully you will get lucky with those Chaos Shards and get her quickly if you don't already have her, because she's really useful. And And she blesses a random ally on 4+ gem matches, which is never a bad thing. So let's go in here. We'll do this, and then I will show you the final variation on this team. Get rid of Elspeth. Oh, she went blue again. Of course she did. That's okay. I got plenty of mana. And we will do this to my first. Let's see if we can get a match for her with Wisp. Wahaha. I hate being charmed, but I don't mind using it against my enemies. Wahaha. Let's see. Don't really want green. Blue is okay-ish. Sometimes you just look at the screen and you can't see anything. Alright, well, we'll do this again. And Vanya. Yay! No! Today is not so. This is the first time ever that I have not been able to complete round 4 with free sigils. Wow. Usually, well, no, always up to this point, I have always been able to complete round 4 with free sigils. As long as I didn't lose any battles and didn't lose any Val Ravens, I didn't do either one, so... Well, I'm gonna have to buy a tier so I can show you the last, sigh. On the plus side, you can get a Mythic from event shops. So, except for faction assaults, you can't with faction assaults because those will only give you faction troops. But in just about every other event, there is a very small possibility of getting a Mythic out of it. So let me show you, doggone it, this last team. And it is just a variation of the same. We'll do this. This time I've got something for the blue from Princess Elspeth and something for the yellow. And we'll just do this. There's a Val Raven. Now you show up. All right. Will it be blue? Will it be yellow? And it was yellow. So gotta get rid of him before he goes away. Not that it really matters because, you know, I'll still have enough to finish either way. Do this again, see if we can get him. Gotta love the Wisp. Pretty nice. And I do love my Orb of Winter and its self-enchants, which is awesome. And we're going to do that one again. Another Val Ravens. Now the Val Ravens are coming out. Now they're coming out of the woodwork. Of course they are. Ah, shucks. Let's just do this. Oh, I just killed Vanya. What did I just do that for? I can't believe I just did that. Wow. I just killed my MVP. That was silly. We'll still win this, but still. I can't believe I did that. I was thinking ahead to her casting her spell, and my brain was moving faster than the game was. That's funny. Alright. Perfect. I got a match for it, so I can get rid of that Val Raven before it throws away, flies away, before it departs. Seriously. Alright, well, we're on to round 5 now, which I normally wouldn't be, but look, I've got 4 sigils remaining, so I might as well try to see if I can finish off this final tier. What I'm going to do now is I am going to cheese it up, so to speak. As Rel would say, make a cheese team. We'll put 2 Princess Elspeths. You could even put 3 Princess Elspeths if you felt like it. I'm not going to adjust the banner because I still want to boost Vanya. So, and boosting the Orb of Winter would be great too. But I'm just going to stick with this, and Archmagus, not the best class for the team, but this is an Archmagus class trial. You don't have to use the class uh, of the trial, you can switch that out and use any class you want. Anything that you want to get leveled up, you can use for the class trial. It just, it just seemed appropriate to throw Archmagus on my team codes. So, speaking of team codes, let me grab this one in case you decide you want to try this one out instead. And let's go back to battle. Well, if I'm going to pay for an extra tier, it would sure be nice to get the extra reward tier. And I'll do this. They can have the skull. And they didn't take it. Fine. We'll do this. And take them out. Wah ha ha. Hey, we've got a high paladin. Alright, 2 left. Give me one more Valraven, please. That would be lovely. Or not. Match 4. Lots and lots of match 4s. We'll do this. This time I won't kill Elspeth. Sorry, Vanya. Silly me. This should be enough to take them out, I think. Yay! Nice, got an arcane out of it. That's always pleasant. Oh well, I guess I needed some extra Archmagus experience today. Not the end of the world. Alright, I got the Valraven, so I should be able to complete Tier 5 today. So that's cool. Let's see if we can get some more yellow here. Oh, that'll do. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okie dokie. I do have that enchant going on because I bought that extra tier. That first tier. But you saw that this team was working out just fine before I bought the extra tier. So let's do this again. Nice, I can blow off Vanya again. And finish with the Orb of Winter. Whee! Alright, I've got one left. Now, which one does it matter? You can see that there are differing points here. And of course, the one on the right or the 2 on the right are going to be worth the most points. The points don't actually matter at all unless you're going for leaderboard. I will never go for leaderboard on a class trial. It's just not worth it to me personally. But as I've mentioned before, I usually don't buy any tiers in the class trial. Towards the end, when I get up in the level 90s and I'm just dying to get them up to level 100, I might. But usually by the time that comes around, I've already gotten so close it doesn't matter. It's actually never come up. All right, Vanya. And Orb of Winter. Oh, I love an efficient team. So having something on the team that can do damage to all enemies is a favorite tactic of mine. But I should have shown you the rewards that you'll get for finishing round 4. I should have paused for a moment and shown you that. I'll put those total rewards that you get with your free sigils finishing off round 4 in the description box below. This is, of course, what you can get if you finish round 5. So, 35 gems, 15,000 gold, and 70 Archmagus experience. So, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you tomorrow for the brand new Faction Assault. Live stream starts between 1 and 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye!